The food, it's really good. Like if you like Mexican food, you're gonna have a great time. Um, so like a lot of it, pretty much every Friday and Saturday night, and Sunday, like they barbecue, and that's just like a huge thing there. And I guess like I wasn't really into barbecue before my mission. Like I was getting like super excited about it, but it's pretty good stuff. Like I guess barbecuing like here they kind of think like hamburgers and hot dogs, but that's just not like what it is there. They just like get like huge pieces of meat and like ribs and like steak and carne asada, and they just go at it like they they cook it as like all the time. Like you will get a lot of it, and it's just like the barbecue capital of the world. I feel like that's something that you can get drawn into, is trying to contact a lot of times on like Friday or Saturday night or Sunday, and just trying to talk to people that are out barbecuing. And like that's a good opportunity. Sometimes it's not like the best, because like a lot of times they'll just be like, hey, come here and like we'll just give you food. But I've had some good experiences with it. Taught some really nice families from it. So that's one of the big things food wise, is lots of barbecue. But there's definitely, yeah, just a lot of Mexican food. Like anything you can imagine, from like enchiladas to flautas. I really like those little rolled up tacos. Um, they, I guess like up north, it's a little different. There's not as much Mexican food in Corpus Christi and in Sinton and Beeville and everything, Kingsville. It's really, I don't know. It's just kind of like when I went to Corpus, it reminded me a lot of just like a less Mormon Utah, kind of like a mix between Utah and California. It's just kind of like what you expect from a stateside mission, but when you go down south, you're kind of in Mexico, and you can just, yeah, you can tell it. And one of the ways it tells the food, it's really good. So there is one food though that every missionary fears, and it's called menudo, and it's like I can't remember if it's like cow or pig intestines, and they just yeah, they cook it in a soup. But like the plus side is they know missionaries don't like it. Like that's kind of just like a reputation that missionaries have, is, and so they'll either really want to give it to you or they'll avoid giving it to you. So I only had to have it once, and it's just a really chewy meat, and it just doesn't taste very good. But I've heard of missionaries that really like it and say that it's good. The soup doesn't taste too bad, but as for the meat, it is pretty gross. So that's just my opinion, though. But yeah, that's one of those things that everyone tries to avoid. But you should probably do it at least once before you go. That's my suggestion. Yeah, there's definitely lots of spicy food. There's this one member's house. It's in the area of, like, if you can remember from this, it's in the zone of McAllen, and it's in far south, or Alamo South, and the De Leon family, they'll give you, they have this jar of like this type of spice. I'm not even sure what it is, but you just put one drop on your hand and you lick it, and you just, I've never seen someone do it and not cry. Like it's pretty hot, and so it's not always like that hot with all the food, but it is spicy. Like they're pretty respectful of food. Like they can, like if you're eating it and you're suffering pretty bad, like they won't make you keep eating it. But yeah, just to, maybe that's if you're not used to spicy food, maybe that's one of those things to prepare for. Definitely that and just eating a lot. Like there's the first area I was in is kind of weird. I only just got like a few dinner appointments. I was there for a few months, but after that, like all the other areas I was in, just you get a lot, and it always kind of like when it rains it pours. Like it all happens like on the same day or within the same 2 days. You just get a ton of food, and you have to eat a lot. So that's one of those things. Like I didn't quite fully understand how much I could eat before my mission, and then during your mission you kind of test those limits and boundaries, because they just want to keep having you eat more and more, and then you have another dinner appointment later that day. So it's kind of, yeah, that's one of those things, is they definitely like to have you eat a lot.